Okay. We are live. Let's see. Yeah. Before I get started, folks, I just want to say that Wikipedia is often a great source for inspiration. Like reading up historical events. I was reading about the Russo-Japanese War, and that gave me a lot of inspiration for notes, for character motivations and stuff. Even though I'm never probably going to write a story set during that war, because, I don't know. It was a pretty short war, and World War II is more interesting. There are too many forgotten wars to write stories about. Let's see. One last moan. Let's see. Number of riflemen left. Let's see. Tables aren't providing much cover. Take a muttered. For leaning out, opening up on another flipped up table. Over table. Table flipped on its side. The men behind it using it for cover. Were both hit, but neither abandoned his fight. In the fight, instead of leaning out and shooting back, while they had nasty wounds. They had nasty, visible wounds that were just gushing blood. It's horrifying. Like to take a seeing the living dead shooting at you. You keep hitting them, but because they're dead, you just keep going. Yeah, apparently some people, if determined, can keep fighting way after they should be dead. But you know, it's not that common. It almost sounds like something from a video game, where a guy will get shot, but he won't go down until you take out all his hit points. A few stray shots took down one of the chandeliers, hanging chandeliers. It broke a table under it. The chandeliers were too low and too light to be a threat to any normal sized person. Take a still. They fired off 2 more shots. Two more bursts in his SMG, and finally, our guys at the table gave up the ghost. He didn't have any choice in the matter. Choice? Isn't that what Scooby used to say, like Shaggy used to say in Scooby-Doo? Choice? Choice in the matter. And he took a burst, a volley right through the neck. Chewed him up. Which probably broke his spine, like he was. Broke his spine on the spot. Paralyzed from the neck down. The guy collapsed into the open. Shivering from head to toe like he was being electrocuted. No, he could paralyzed. No, that's not right. No writhing, no shivering. His eyes were bulging in his sockets. Like he was in like he was in the worst pain imaginable. Tega didn't know. He hoped he never ended up in that guy's shoes. The paralyzed gunman died eventually, unseen, died eventually without anyone noticing. Tega turned his attention to the other gunman that badly shot up table. He unloaded a whole mag from another SMG, this one 10mm round in caliber. More powerful shots wounded the guy at the table, who flew out into the open, but quickly scrambled for better cover. He was pouring blood from abdominal wound, like someone stuck a knife in him. Take a duck back to a reload. Cola took aim. Cola. I love that. I should have saved that big gulp cup. Well, it's kind of big, to sit on my desk. And if I spilled it, it would then look like my room got flooded. So much pop. No one should probably drink a big gulp of Coca-Cola. Drink diet if you're gonna get it. Took aim at a shotgun welding gunman. Not a soldier, a terrorist. Don't call them soldiers. Soldiers is almost an honorary title, even though there have been plenty of evil soldiers in history. Okay, mass shock line. The fellow had a modern pump action type, not a semi or full auto. It had a full stock. Looked like something a policeman would carry in a raid. Cole wondered if it had been pilfered from the armory on the train. When Cole was in there earlier, before all this shit, all this shit went down. Shit went down. Yeah, that's probably an anachronistic phrasing for 1957, but whatever. I used to think semi-auto shotguns were anachronistic in the 50s, but they had them. They even had automatic rifles before the Great War started, but they used them much because, I don't know, they were kind of unreliable and hard to produce with those old factories. I mean, modern factories have enough trouble producing much less complicated shit. I can imagine what it was like to try to make an automatic rifle in a factory from 1890. Would probably barely handle bolt-action rifles. Probably had to build them all by hand. He thought he saw a shotgun just like that one. The fellow shotgun welder fired 3 blasts at Cola, then ducked back to reload. He was still largely visible. Am I expecting any UPS packages today? I don't know. I never order anything on UPS. It's everybody else in the family. Someday I'll be rich and I will order as many packages as I want. He's still largely visible. At his cover, one of the booths, Cola took aim and fired a long burst at the shotgun welder, who got cut about the right shoulder. and right arm, the most exposed parts of him. Cola had been aiming for his face, hoping to put the guy down quick. Instead, he stood up straight, yelling, spun around, and slumped forward over the booth. Keeping himself up about the table. About the booth's table. He spat up blood and tried to right himself. Tried to stand back up. Cole reloaded, and fired another 2 bursts at the guy, both of which hit him. He groaned each time he was hit. He still had the strength to reach for some pistol and a holster on his combat vest. Another burst finally killed him. Yeah, he was hit through the mouth, which ended up bouncing around inside. The bullets getting stuck. It's getting stuck somewhere in the skull. Well, then slumped forward, dead. Blood all over the table. Now. Blood was flowing everywhere. Blood was trickling everywhere. About that booth. Cole was then exchanging shots with a rifleman, though with an AK. It was the team leader, though in the gas mask. After a minute shooting at each other, Cole ran dry the SMG and took up the AK to capture the AK again. He forgot to reload it. Earlier, and did so. Then fired off 2 bursts, both of which caught the masked rifleman about the chest. He staggered back, hardly bleeding from his fresh wounds. But he was some reanimated mummy with just dust in his veins. He was in the open and was hit then by fire from both Cola and Tega. Next part after this is a flashback to the war. I'm not sure why I said that, but I'm flipping back and forth from the modern day of 1957 to the war. Let's see, Cola. Most of the rounds caught his chest, about the chest and groin, but the last volley from either of them got the guy right through the head, and he tumbled to the ground, carpeted floor, dying right adjacent to some chandelier that was slick with somebody's blood. Just a second, folks. I think I'm getting a message. It's slick with somebody's blood. Cole wondered. Yeah, no. He didn't imagine Or was that woman? Was she the leader? In prominent roles during the last war. And colonial of infamous. And plenty of wanted terrorists in the prisons. War women. I said terrorists are equal opportunity. We're not sexist. Let's see. Plenty of wide terrorists in the present were women. We bagged the leader. Cola muttered to himself. Tega somehow heard him across the way. Maybe, Tega replied. But that doesn't mean much. Tega spied the body of the first guy they hit. Just a second, another message, folks. Someone was just reminding me to record some show that's on tonight. I guess I'm gonna see if that True Detective Season 3 is any good. Might as well. I'm paying for HBO, for God's sakes. His right arm was ripped up. His right sleeve was ripped up, and he could see a black metal arm underneath. It seemed that the guy was some kind of iron flesh. He must have been. Iron flesh is this universe's term for cyborg. Check if it was his right arm. Give me a second, folks. Let's see, he must have been mostly flesh. Since he fell pretty quickly. When Tega shot him. They supposed one of the guy's right hand robotic too. Would have been a bit odd for the arm to be all metal and the hand to be flesh. That's not a dig at the RoboCop remake. Did I mention, folks, that I hate remakes? Make new shit. New shit. Please, Hollywood. Please. New stuff. Please. Quit remaking stuff and trying to cash in on nostalgia, for God's sakes. You fuck it up too badly, anyway. Let's see. Just 2 left. Cola yelled. Take a look to see that Cola was right. Not that he thought Cola would lie about such a thing. There was an SMG gunner and a guy who was sticking to squeezing off shots with a pistol. 7 lost their lives. 1 taken captive. A pistol. He was sticking that pistol. Despite new sticking that pistol despite there being plenty of bigger, better weapons laying around him. Tega was sure there were some men better with a pistol and a rifle. This guy apparently wasn't one of them. The SMG gunner was some random big goon type of bad guy. Type who was probably quite lethal in hand to hand due to his size. But Tega was shooting at him from a distance. He switched to his .357 and emptied it in the gunner's direction, catching him with 3 of the 6 shots. Tega reloaded in cover. When he looked out, the gunner, the SMG guy, had fallen into the open. He crawled a bit and got into a kneeling position, grabbing a dropped AK, squeezed off 2 bursts with it, before 2 bursts found him from cola. He dropped the rifle, then sprawled out dead, then fell backwards, dead. These terrorists die hard. Tega mused. Die Hard, huh? That would be a good title for a movie where you fight terrorists. Every movie is either Die Hard or... What's the other movie? What's every other movie? I'm not sure. Well, okay, folks, that's enough for today. See you later. Have a nice day. Enjoy what's left of your weekend.